Plaintiff Andrew Franco Guerrero and his girlfriend Breeze Nunez say they started dating after Breeze broke up with the defendant. And the defendant started harassing Breeze by posting naked pictures of her on social media. Andrew's suing because he claims the defendant vandalized his car. Defendant David Salazar says Andrew instigated the fight by driving by his house and making out with Breeze in front of him to rub their relationship in his face. David insists Andrew assaulted him and damaged his car first, so he's countersuing.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
All right, Your Honor. On August 20th, David Salazar vandalized my vehicle.
Where do you know him from?
We were former friends in high school.
Okay.
We met when I first moved, and we were friends up until maybe like 2 months before the incident, Your Honor.
Okay.
There is a backstory to the vandalism. The backstory would be me and Breeze dated in high school. Things didn't work out. She then dated David. Things did not work out. Later, we became friends and began to rekindle what we had. When we first started, we had to keep it low profile due to the fact that David was completely out of control. Because we were former friends, I had his Find My Friends location on my iPhone. I was able to see his location on multiple occasions. He was either parked across the street, down the street, next to her school where she walks home from, or down the street from her house.
How did you allow them to do that to your phone? Why did you say you could share, you would share your locations with him?
I mean, we were close friends, almost best friends.
Go ahead.
As we started getting a little bit more intimate, we made our relationship public. While that happened, I was on a family vacation in Mexico. While I was there, obviously David found out about this situation. Mutual friends that we had sent me screenshot pictures of David posting explicit pictures of women that were pretending or looking like Breeze, one of which are her, on his fake Instagram, just threatening and out of jealousy completely. Mm-hmm. So out of that, me and her attempt to contact him to settle what's going on, or maybe you should delete it.
All right, let me stop you and allow him to proceed.
First of all, it's not her. She actually called me a couple days after, screaming at me, telling me to delete the pictures. I let her follow the account. Once she saw the pictures, she just...
How about all the other stuff, following her around?
I mean, I have a friend that lives by her house. Mm-hmm. My school, right next to her house. I mean, that's all I can really say for that.
It's just coincidence that she would always be around that same area at the same time.
Yeah, we had a pretty close school schedule.
I don't think there's any classes at 2:30 in the morning. Just saying.
Night school.
Yeah. Also, here are some screenshot pictures.
What you have, sir?
Also, these are going to be some of the explicit pictures that he posted of one of which her.
Please. Did you post pictures of her?
The one with the blue background would be her, Your Honor.
Unfortunately.
So you recognize that picture?
Yeah.
Who is it?
Girlfriend at the time.
Her? Oh. All right. How do I know it's her?
She could identify herself as the blue one, Your Honor.
She's saying yeah and he's saying no. How do I know the difference? How do I know who's telling the truth?
It is her body.
That's my body. I'm very sure that's.
All right, well, let's just move past that because I'm not certain. So let's get to the car damages you're suing for. What happened?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe this would all happen just due to the fact that he's just jealous that I'm with his former girlfriend.
Angry? Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't able to take care of her or please her. Therefore, I had to step in. She's extremely pleased. She's taken care of.
That's why I damaged your car now. You need to stop all that. Go ahead, sir.
Now, she does live in the city of Walnut, where he also does live. We're at a park called Suzanne Park, which is by his house. I was on my way to her house, which was when he followed us. I was maybe like 4 houses down from her house. I hear like a loud rumble, which would be his exhaust because he likes showboat. He drives right next to me. He says, "Drive by my house again, and you'll regret it." Does like an ignorant little burnout. Stops and then chucks something at my car. I hear it chip and like a clunk, and he just takes off. I get out of my car, I look at it, he's still at the stop sign, I pull up, I'm like, hey, you know, you messed up my car, we're obviously not friends anymore, so just give me a picture of your ID, your insurance, and we'll just handle this like adults. Does another burns out. So I'm driving behind him, trying to get his license plate. We finally get to a stop, which is a red light. That's the only way he's stopping. I go up to the vehicle, put my hands right here on the side of the car. I say, step out of the car, like, you messed up my car, like, you're obvious, because we used to be friends. We're both car guys, you know? I say, step out, you know, give me your former ID, and that's it. Like, nothing has to happen. He's obviously shook or scared because he's been being, like, on the run. He grabs my right hand, tries to pull it in. I see on his passenger side is an L-shaped tie iron. He's pulling my hand in with his left arm. He goes for the tie iron. So, and my first reaction is to pull away. Okay, so I'm trying to pull away. I go to the front. His side mirror is stuck right here. He's pulling me in while trying to grab this, and then he finally just pulls me in, and that's when his side mirror gets like crunched in between me. So then it falls into his car, and we're still tussling at that point. And then at one point, I finally get my arm free. I back away, and he swings the door open in rage, comes out, and then he swings the tire iron at me. So, I mean, I'm all like for defending myself, but when I'm getting like attacked with a weapon, there's not much to do but to, you know, like try to like back up or like.
Or run.
Yeah, strategize, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't want to run because, you know, but I was backing up.
Somebody pull a gun on you, if somebody pull a 9mm on you, you gonna play tough? Oh, no, I'm not gonna run. I'm gonna try. Yeah, all right, see how that works out. Go ahead.
At one point, he just like screams and he just smashes my hood and then comes at me again. I back up and he basically literally just does like a full U shape around me, around my whole car, following me. Every time he comes at me, he's like, keep yelling, hits the hood, walks a couple more feet, yells, hits the door, yells more, hits the side mirror, keeps following me, goes to the back, busts the back light. Mind this, Your Honor, she's in the car the entire time. So there's glass flying everywhere, plastic. And then he finally gets to her side and then hits the side mirror again. At this point, everybody in traffic is just staring at us. I'm screaming at him to put it down. She gets out of the car. She tries to stop him. He's screaming. He's like, "Why?" Like, he's like, get off me. And she's like, stop, like trying to grab the tire iron. He grabs her by the arm and the side of the hip and then throws her against the car, like pretty brutal. I mean, she's small. After that, two bystanders, they were in their cars, both grown men. They both cut me out basically, and they're telling him to calm down, put the iron down. At that point, he gets a loosen on his grip. The bystander next to him is able to grab the tie iron. It hits the floor, and he restrains David. At that point, they both have us restrained, and they're both telling us to calm down. Maybe like 45 seconds later, the police show up to defuse the situation. Right here, I have photos. The first photo on the top is gonna be a map of where the park is and where his house is located. His house would be circled and the X would be where we're at. And then I drew like a little dotted line to see where we drove.
You come across so impressive and you're very intelligent and sophisticated guy.
I appreciate it.
And yet you sit up there gonna fight with a tire iron. You threw me off with that. You threw me off with that. I had you way up here on the level of intelligence. When somebody would pull a gun out on me, I would run. I would zigzag. I had a way to run. Zigzag so when they shoot, it might not hit you. Yeah. And believe me, I was tough, crazy, and everything else till them bullets start flying. That sobered my craziness up. Sir, what do you want to tell me?
All this happens just because he's trying to rub in my face that he was my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, that's tough.
At first, it hurt a little bit, not gonna lie. So
Yeah.
I come by ties between both of them, start doing my own thing. Months go by, he's driving by my house. That wasn't the first time he drove by my house. It's been multiple times. My mom's heard him, my brother's heard him, neighbors heard him drive by my house. If you look at the map, there's multiple exits to get out of the park. He deliberately drives through my street, slows down, revs his engine, then takes off. Luckily, this one night, I actually saw him and her, so I catch up to them, said what I said to them, stop driving by my house. I drive off, next thing you know, he's following me. It's like something out of the Fast and Furious. He's chasing me, I'm running. I'm trying to get to work. So I'm just driving, trying to get away from this guy. Meanwhile, this guy's throwing change in my car. He's flashing his knife in his car. He's making out with her while driving in the car.
You're a hell of a man.
Yeah. Multitasking.
Basically.
You're a bad man. Throw change, make out, and drive at the same time. Go ahead.
So after 45 minutes, 30 minutes of him following me, I start to go towards the freeway to get where I need to go. He comes running out of his car, tries to lay one on me through the window, doesn't land one, so he rips off my side mirror, throws it through the door at my head, shatters all the glass, cuts up my elbow. Then after that, I saw red, turned into a bull. So I had a torque wrench in my car to tighten my rims, and I just went car for car. Never really went for him or the girl, just car for car.
Sir?
Right here, I have photos. The first photo would show you what he threw at my car and the damage it did.
Let's see
The
it.
second photos would be the burnouts on the street, and the rest of the photos would be damage to my vehicle.
You have your damage to your
Yes,
car?
sir.
Let me see his, please, Doyle.
All right.
It's a washing machine.
Yeah, that's what I said.
It's a rearview mirror on top.
What?
It was in my garage when I took those pictures.
What is that?
That's when he knocked out my side mirror. This cuts to my elbow when he threw the mirror at me.
Sir? He has cuts to his elbow. That's definitive evidence.
Your Honor, when I was pulling my arm away, the side mirror did get stuck. We were tugging back and forth, and the mirror did fall inside, like I said. And I'm assuming
Falling,
that's what did.
that's not a fall. That's not something that
Or
fell
like
on.
the mirror was in between the door and his elbow, so I mean, with a lot of tugging.
Is that all the evidence we have?
Your Honor, I have a witness statement and a couple text messages from well before this ever happened between him and my brother, saying he's basically gonna come for me for some reason.
Okay, let's see him. How far ahead of the incident?
Like 2 months before the actual incident.
2 months before. Tell him I'm coming for him and that dog. Lock your doors. Close the garage. I'm coming with my fire, my boy. Just letting you know, bruh.
Tough guy.
For sure, my dude. Stay up. Sir, you threatened him. What do you say to that?
Well, Your Honor, like you said before, I did see red when I saw a naked picture of my girlfriend on Instagram, and everyone was making her feel violated. So, yes, I will man up to that.
Any other evidence from you? He's giving me text showing what's happening here. You got any?
Your Honor, I have pictures of bruises on her arms. I have a text message that he sent to a mutual friend.
Saying what?
Threatening that he's gonna hit me with a crowbar, which he did, or he's gonna try to take my money, which he's trying to do right now. The only one that he's missing is try to kill me.
Now, if I fight him, I'm going to bring a crowbar or a strap, meaning a gun. I want to kill him.
Correct.
I opened up to him saying I wanted to get her back and how much I still loved her, and he does this.
Jesus, embarrassing.
I want to kill him straight up or take his money.
I also have
You sound like a real hood guy. Now, that's a real thug. That's a real thug. They take your money. You gotta pay that tax. If you want to get out of this trouble, you owe me, you gotta give me some money. All right, so it is clear that you sought to damage him and or his property with the crowbar. You said it, you planned it, and you did it. $5,000 for you all. Your claim is dismissed. Have a good day.
Thank you, Your Honor. I got the money and the car. Thank you, boy. Appreciate it.
Hey.
Just happy this is over with. You can stop driving by my house. Happy they're together. You know, that's his problem now.
Well, I'm just happy this guy actually finally owned up to what he did.
I'm disgusted, and I'm really sorry that I wasted time on this piece of work over here, and I'm sorry I ever met him. I'm sorry, baby, this happened here.
It's okay.